Before you say a single word, before you open your folder or ask your first question, the person on the other side of this door has already made up their mind about you. Look at this timeline. Princeton researchers mapped human first impressions and found that stable judgments about your trustworthiness form in a tiny fraction of a second. They scan your face, check your posture, and your energy, and the judgment is locked. In that fraction of a second, this flowchart shows exactly what the human brain is processing. It asks one primary question first. Do they mean well? It is scanning you for warmth. This is the absolute primary filter you have to pass. Once you pass that filter, the brain asks a second question. Can they do what they say? That is competence. Notice where it sets. Before they care about your credentials, your agency, or your Medicare knowledge, they have to sense warmth. The outcome of your meeting is often decided before the client even hears your pitch. You have about 7 seconds to project the right physical signals. Here is Winston Churchill at the podium. We remember him as a master orator, but in his early years, he had a severe lisp. During his first major speech in Parliament, he froze and nearly collapsed. He was terrified of the room. To fix it, he stopped focusing just on his words. He started rigorously rehearsing his physical entrance. He practiced exactly how he walked in, his pace and his stillness. A leader who rushes into a room communicates anxiety. Look at this image. Churchill demonstrates what he learned. A leader who arrives with deliberate calm, like this unhurried smile and hat tip, projects immediate certainty. You can adopt this same approach using the 10-second doorstep protocol. It is a 4-step routine that allows you to project that same warmth and competence the moment you arrive. Right now, grab your presentation folder and stand up. We are going to practice the sequence in real time. By mastering the physical mechanics of your entrance, you take control of your presence, ensuring that your outward signals match your professional intent. Step 1 happens before you ever see the client's door. You are parked in your car. This is your mandatory preparation zone. Give yourself 10 full seconds right here. Pull your shoulders back, drop and loosen your jaw. Take 2 slow, deep breaths. As you breathe, make a specific mental shift. Consciously decide that the person inside this house is the single most important conversation you will have today. That decision initiates an involuntary physical shift. Your facial muscles relax and your spine straightens, projecting an ease that cannot be faked. This reset is your foundation. It ensures that when you do step out of the car, your physical presence reads as entirely genuine, rather than a mechanical sales tactic. Step 2 is your walk from the car to the front door. You want to establish a steady, deliberate pace. No rushing. Move with purpose and ease. Now, look at how you are holding your presentation folder. This is where most agents fail. Do not clutch it tightly across your chest. If the client is watching you through the window, and they usually are, holding that folder high makes you look like you are carrying a physical shield. It projects defensive anxiety. Instead, let your arm drop. Carry the folder completely relaxed at your side, and maintain your unhurried stride up the driveway. Adjusting this one prop entirely changes your physical silhouette. You go from looking closed off and nervous to open, relaxed, and confident. We are at the door. Watch this overhead sequence. You reach forward, ring the doorbell, and immediately take 1 full step backward. That step backward is crucial. It physically grants the client breathing room and guarantees you aren't looming over them or crowding the doorframe. While you wait, lock your eyes on the doorframe. Do not look down at your phone. Do not review your notes. You want to be looking up when that door swings open. When they answer, hold a warm, unhurried smile and state your name and company clearly. Mr. Johnson, I'm Darin from Ecos Insurance Solutions. Really glad to meet you. Stop right there. Your company name is your required identification. Do not start pitching plans or discussing coverage on the doorstep. Let them lead you inside. By holding these spatial and verbal boundaries, you take control of the interaction. You force the client to see a respectful professional waiting at their door, rather than a pushy salesperson trying to force their way in. In just 10 seconds, you have successfully controlled 4 critical signals: your posture, your walk, your eye contact, and your first words. A successful doorstep greeting changes how the client hears every subsequent detail. Because you established warmth first, your Medicare expertise is accepted as helpful advice rather than a sales pitch. Here is your assignment. Tonight, stand in front of a mirror and practice walking into the room 3 times. Watch your pace, what you do with your hands, and your facial expression. This week, I want you to run this exact protocol before every single appointment, 100% of the time. Professional command begins in those silent moments on the driveway. Managing your physical energy is what allows you to lead the conversation once you're inside.